How do you learn? Current culture is taught a largely ineffective technique for long-term learning. It's the repetitive one. If it's a text, it's usually read, read again and again and again. This hammer home until you make it methodology yields only temporary fruits, and by the time a final exam comes around, you've forgotten what you learned, and it's back to the long repetitive study sessions. What I offer in its place is retrieval practice as your method to long-term learning. Retrieval is the recalling of a memory. The act of retrieving a memory strengthens the memory and as well as the neural pathways connected to the memory, making it so the more you recall, the more accessible the memory becomes. Side note, more effortful retrieval makes for stronger memorization. It's pretty simple and self-explanatory, but I've also compiled a list of techniques. We'll begin at reflection, going over a past event, modifying what could have been done better or what you're planning to do next. Self-testing, self-explanatory, and can be optimized to make for more effortful retrieval. For example, let's say we are attempting to memorize the word foot shoe. We would, instead of creating it like so, we would create, or in the best case scenario, leave it completely open-ended. This forces you to recall as your primary function to where the initial example is shown to you. Self-testing is also suggested to spot your weaknesses, to see which areas you are least proficient in. Spacing. The brain needs time in order to consolidate the memories. Embedding new learning in long-term memory requires a process called consolidation. In this process, the new learning is strengthened, given meaning, and connected to prior knowledge. Spacing also helps add difficulty, leaving time to forget what you have learned so that the retrieval is more effortful and induces better results. Lastly, interleaving practice. The act of mixing up practice. Whether it's interleaving the subjects of math, literature, science, or interleaving the types of problems within a subject, such as math, algebraic equations, and fractions, or within physical sports in baseball, interleaving the types of pitches being thrown at you. Interleaving of a physical or intellectual skill helps create a better understanding of the skill fundamentally. Through learning the different problem types that present themselves, you develop a broader understanding of the relationships between different conditions, the movements required to succeed in them. You become able to discern context better.